Flash. Chocolate.
So
Should be
welcome
called
everyone.
Flash.
This is the after show.
Hey, I'm here. Hi.
Yes,
there
he's
are
here for a
5
minute.
of us today.
Whoa.
This is episode 4.
Hey, Zer, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Oh, hi. Hi. My name is the Red-Faced
Hi.
Monster. I like returning of the Mac. What else do I like to do? I like to talk shit.
Talk shit.
Not watch Rocky movies, apparently.
He like to get his head sprung, all that jazz.
We all do.
I think all guys do.
Yeah, I do like to get my head sprung. Yeah.
It's probably his worst beat. That's probably Timbaland's worst beat.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no,
It's not a good one.
It's not one of his best. It's not.
It's not a good one.
It was
That's
good
by
enough
far
for
his worst.
Exactly. That
By
thing
far
was
his
hot.
worst.
That was a hot beat.
I think his best would probably be Only When I Walk Away.
Do you know what today is?
I think he did really good with Aaliyah's beats.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even though half them are samples.
Yep.
Huh?
Half her beats are samples.
Mhm.
Really?
Genuine beats.
Like
Missy, all of them down
We
there.
Need a Resolution is a sample. More Than a Woman is a sample. I think Rock the Boat's a sample.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
He has a couple of those, but they're like super old samples.
The Baby is a sample.
Older than what Dre used to use.
Yeah. But no, we have Lucia's top 10 this week for her
Top
top 10
10
TV shows.
Movie. Yeah, TV shows of the 2010s, right? Because that's the years I did. Okay,
It'd be so funny if she had like the wrong
Like,
time.
And we didn't correct her. We just let her keep going like, yeah, so that's the wrong era.
We already did this.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you to repeat.
Hey Lou, we don't want you doing something like listen to a movie from the 80s in your 90s movie category.
You're never going to let that go.
Who did that?
Oh yeah, you weren't here. Oh yeah, wait. So you weren't here.
You weren't
So we
here.
did
JayTezla.
top 10 movies of the 90s. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
This motherfucker lists a movie that came out in 1988 in his
86.
1990s
And tried
category.
to swing it to say that it actually, like, it came out in the 90s.
He was like in the United States.
Actually,
He hit you with the
No.
in the 90s.
no. Actually, it was released in North America.
In the
No, it came out
United States in
No.
1990.
All right. So real quick, since I missed that
Yeah, but-
part because I had some technical difficulties and some other shit going on.
Yeah, what
My
number?
last-
I was gonna ask, where were you at?
I think I was in I either had 3 or
You
2.
had 3.
All right, so my last 3, and I kind of remember my list. My number 1 would be Love Jones. I fell in love with that movie because of my wife. I've never seen it until
Aww.
that's one of her
Oh,
favorites. So that's number 1. My number 2 would be. Did
This
anybody
is why you
say?
should write shit down.
I mean, I have the list. Matter of fact, let me go check that out real quick. While she's getting her list together, I can.
So the
my
movie
list is
that
together.
the movie that they're giving me crap for is
got the
Akira Zero, which I swear to
You
y'all.
said Akira?
Yes.
You try to pull that out your ass?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the thing.
I'd
Well,
I blamed it, man.
I swear to God, I swear to y'all, I searched high and low to see when it came out U.S. And every time I looked it up, it kept saying 1996. So
No,
like, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it.
you hit that bottom of the barrel of searching, but against
You need to do your due diligence, Playboy.
Okay,
That movie
just
came out.
All
okay.
it took was an easy
89.
Google search and repeat it.
That's what I did. I swear to you, I did. I swear to you, I did a Google search. I wish I could have screenshot them shits.
I swear.
But you know
Yeah,
what? But you know what? Chaos
Don't
is cool.
You know what your
Chaos.
problem was?
Chaos.
You
Chaos.
used
It's cool.
You used Bing. You should have used Google.
No, I use Google. But you know what? But you know what? Chaos is cool because when we do our next list, I'm personally going after your ass. I'm gonna fuck up your list.
You know,
Tesla-
you know
Which
what it
list
is?
is this? Which
When
list
you
is that?
when you
Tesla
come
was
for the
like-
king, you best not miss.
Well, apparently the last episode, these two young ladies hit your ass with a bunch of haymakers.
That's
No,
because
Tesla
Lucia
was
has
like,
good
let
taste
me,
in
Okay,
music.
so
let me
all
ask
right,
Jeeves.
can I finish
Let
my
me
list?
ask Jeeves about this Akira. Let me see what's popping. Go ahead.
You too,
All right.
nigga? Okay, cool. I got you. All right.
I'll say number 2 is Set It Off.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, good
No
one.
one said that.
The reason why I say Set It Off because I went to go see it and I was not supposed to go see it. So
I
I
was
got
about to
snuck.
say, you
Someone
dumb as
snuck me.
shit.
Yeah, I got snuck into the theater and went to see Set It Off.
Yeah,
And
like
then
seven,
when
right?
when the sex scene happened, they had to cover my face. That's how young I was in there. And
Why'd you bring me then?
I went to
Right.
the AMC that was on Greenfield. That's how old,
Oh,
young
yeah,
or old.
Lord.
Damn.
Oh,
That's a minute ago.
Yeah.
Damn, that's taking it back.
And my number three.
Shit, that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot on here.
We're old.
But I'll go with.
Facts.
It's a tie, so I'll do both of these.
Older.
My three is tie. I'll say Life, with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Hell yeah, me and my
Say little
cornbread.
clock. Don't even say watch. Say little clock.
And Money Talks.
Money Talks.
Money
is
Talks
great.
is a good
Yeah.
pick.
I'll beat
Is this what you niggas want? Is this what you niggas want? Is this what you niggas want?
That's my favorite scene of that whole film is when he's sitting in the car with Charlie Sheen and he was like, I beat you. He looked at him like, yo. I laughed from my gut. I laugh from my gut, and me and my brother to this day, whenever we see each other in the morning, we both be like cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga, every time we see each other. Because of Life, every time we see each other.
All right, Lou. Drum roll.
Wait, do I get honorable mentions?
Of course you
Yeah,
do. You get 5 of them boys.
I get 5 because I have
Yeah.
10.
Dead. No, you only get slice that in half.
You better pick the best 5. To be
Well,
honest.
okay. So this was a problem for me. Like I said, in the show, because I did not watch TV for real. A lot of these shows I've watched in the last 5 or 6 years. Okay.
You are precious.
That's
You
still
are
in the decade.
precious, Lou.
And you don't have to worry about anybody stealing your shows this time.
Yeah, I don't. Because y'all probably
Did you
don't
listen?
have these on the list.
Did you listen to what ours were? Do your due diligence?
I did not.
I respect the honesty. I did.
Yeah, it
No,
wasn't.
I just haven't had any time. I did try to go back, but I'm like, I ain't even got no time to do this. But okay, so I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions first.
She's so excited.
So, okay, so I put this here just because I love it so far. Lovecraft.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, but that was this year. So
I was about to say that.
Wait.
Okay.
yeah, okay, you're right.
Can't use that.
So no, I can't put that there. So that's off of there.
2010 to
See,
2019.
she already pulling a
Cool.
Tesla. Like
I said, don't pull a Tesla. And you
I'm
immediately
sorry.
pulled a Tesla.
She immediately pulled the Tesla out the.
I'm sorry. Okay, so then you know what? Then I can take this one off too.
I'm dead. She like, I got a 2020, a 2018, a 2019.
Okay, so Terra Nova
Oh, okay.
was
That's
my
solid.
shit,
Okay.
and they took it off TV, and I cried and made a big deal about it.
That was good. Too damn expensive. That's why it was too damn
Yeah, I
expensive.
know, but it was so good, and I was like, what's
It was
gonna
good.
happen to them when they go in there? And then they were like, and it's over. I was
I'll
like,
give you this. I'll
You got
give you this.
your
for
future
reference.
Princess Jasmine, Kimberly, and Charlie's Angels in there.
If it's a
Jason
Fox
O'Mara.
TV show,
What about Naomi?
don't get
Scott?
attached.
Yeah,
I
They
know.
cancel every fucking thing.
I know, it's sad. So okay, you said I get 5 of these, right?
Yep.
Cool.
You got 4 more.
So, damn, I gotta look and see if this was this year because I swear this was last year.
Just say it. We'll tell you.
I can't believe you listed Lovecraft, and you just started talking
I'm
about it 2 minutes
sorry.
ago.
I'm terrible. Okay, Dollface. Has anyone heard of that show?
That show came out 2019.
I think 2019. I think it was last summer because
Yeah,
I
that
remember
show came out
watching it
2019.
in the summer.
I don't know. No.
So it's Kat Dennings, Shay Mitchell, and Brenda Song.
Yeah,
And another girl, some other girl who's also a main character. And I love all 3 of them, the ones that I named. I don't know who the other girl is, but she's cool in the show.
Brenda Song is an OG. Who is she married to?
What are these years they were doing?
Somebody, yeah, she's married to somebody.
What'd you say, La?
2010 to 2019 TV.
What's the 2010 to 2019?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why she can't name a 2020 show.
Okay.
That constitutes a decade.
Okay, so does Altered Carbon count? Because
No, that counts. That counts. That counts. That was
okay, cool.
That was in-
Altered Carbon is a
Oh shit!
honorable mention.
She's married to she's married to Macaulay Culkin.
Who?
Yeah.
Holy
Brenda Song.
shit!
Brenda
Is
Song,
she
yeah.
really?
Yeah, she been married to
Holy
him for a
shit, I
minute.
did not
She been
know
married to him
that.
for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't
3
either.
years.
Yeah.
All right.
For how
They
many
didn't-
years?
3 years.
3
They got
years.
married in
They've been together.
2017.
Yeah, they've been together for a while. Yeah.
Damn.
They keep their relationship.
Dang.
They keep their relationship stupid quiet. Like stupid quiet.
Obviously.
Brenda to go
That's
though.
crazy.
Oh,
She
yeah.
Okay.
She-
That's weird. That threw me off a little bit actually. Okay, Into the Badlands. I put that as an honorable mention
Solid.
because
I think Zero had that on his list.
That was on my list.
I only
Solid.
put that in my honorable mentions because I haven't gone past the second season.
I was
Part of the second season I saw.
so
One
I
of
want to
them.
tell you to stay at the second season. Not that the third season was bad.
Cool.
But after the third season, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? So
Cool. Then I'll stay at the second season then. Cool. So
Because the third season was
Um,
great, but when it ends, you're just like, shit, I know nothing's coming after this. So it's kind of like, fuck.
how
So
many
it's kinda-
seasons does it have?
3.
Oh, well.
And he
good.
fought for the third season. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to let me look this up to make sure this came out
go ahead and say it. I'll tell you.
2019 because
We'll
no,
tell you,
'cause-
we're that weird. We will know.
no, I'm about to look.
I watch.
Cool, it came out 2019, and then
I
the rest
found
of them
that- I
came
found
out
that
in
normal.
2020. The
That we just
Witcher.
noticed today.
What?
Okay, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we
The
could
Witcher.
have told
Oh
you.
yeah, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot in the streets.
Okay, so that was my 5, right?
Mhm.
Or was that 4? I don't know.
No, it's 5.
No.
Oh.
Still
Okay.
got-
She got one
Cool.
more.
So my top 10 are in no particular order at all.
No, you still got one more.
Wait.
Oh, I
She
do?
said The Witcher.
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Yeah, because remember you messed up that first one. You said Lovecraft Country. So
You're right. Okay,
Witcher,
so I'm putting Euphoria in there, but only because it's an honorable mention,
I
but
still haven't
only
watched that.
because it's excellent. It's so
I watched
good.
the first episode.
It's
my cousin keep
amazing.
my cousin keeps
That little
trying
girl
to get me
can
to watch it.
act. Like
Every
time I
it's
tell
so
her-
good.
Every time I tell my cousin I haven't watched it yet, she looks so sad. She's like, "Did you watch it yet?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "Okay."
It's so good. You gotta watch it.
I wanted to watch it just because of Zendaya, but then seeing how she got the award for it, I'm like,
Yep.
okay, I guess I need to start.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
hmm That's in my
Good show.
honorable mentions. That's my last one for honorable mentions.
Oh, good
Okay,
one.
so my top 10 are in no
Don
order.
Tolliver.
Okay.
Okay, the first one I have is Spartacus.
Okay.
Okay.
That was in his also, I think. I think that
Was
was in
it?
Zero's also.
Yeah, because of Menu.
Yeah.
Menu.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number 2, I have On My Block.
Oh,
That's
okay.
nice.
That's a nice one.
That's a
Mm.
nice one. Yeah. that's
This
solid.
is blending into one of our other topics we're gonna do soon. What are you?
Yeah, it
eating?
is. It actually, that's why I was sitting here thinking, like, should I put these on this list? Because a lot of them are from apps. But anyway, all right, I have American Horror Story.
Which season?
Okay, so I know that the first one is the best, according to everybody else, but I have not seen the first one. I have
Coven
not
is
seen
the
the first one.
Coven is
I,
the best.
I
That's
like
what,
the
Murder House.
Murder House. I
Yeah,
have
Murder House,
seen
too.
everything past the first season. My favorite season was the one with Kathy Bates and
Coven.
The
Coven.
Coven.
yeah, Coven.
Coven.
I like
That's
that
the
one,
best
yeah.
one. That's the best season.
Watch the
Mhm.
show.
Angela.
That's my favorite one.
As soon as you said, it, I was like Coven.
Angela.
Yeah.
It's like Coven.
Yeah, so that
They
one.
put an acting workhouse together on that one.
If they ever do a
they
live
were trying to
action,
kill each other every scene.
if they ever do
And
a
it was
live action
amazing.
Princess and the Frog, I would like Angela Bassett to be the gender swap for the voodoo guy.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture
Ooh.
of supposedly like she was supposed to get her own spinoff?
Mm-hmm.
That was
I
dope.
hope she do. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's dope. I
But
love
continue,
me some
that was
Angela
my-
Bassett.
It probably costs too much money for her though.
Yeah.
Not really. She pick and choose, and she's pretty generous when she picks herself.
Mhm.
Well,
If she likes the,
I'd
if she
watch
likes
it.
the product. Shut up. If she likes the product.
Yeah, Sydney dead, so she got to do something.
Okay, so I have Star Wars Rebels,
Okay.
Cobra Kai,
Gotta
I
love
still ain't
Cobra
watched
Kai.
that. That is like
It's good.
everyone is
That's
like,
all.
I gotta watch it.
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
I had
I honestly
the
don't want to
red
watch it
just
because
for that.
everyone watching it.
Right.
It's so good.
It's super good. But I always
It's
say,
good.
like, I always ask my brother this: am I supposed to feel bad for him? Because I don't.
I mean, the story is.
It was an illegal
it's
move.
great. It
It's
was an
illegal move.
illegal fucking move. It was wrong.
When
No,
he did it,
But
when he did
to
took
Daniel,
a-
they gave
he
him a flag.
he took a cheap shot.
I mean, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It just makes it
And
left.
it
Maybe a
shouldn't
winner,
be-
but it's a winner or
Okay.
loser.
But what this show is showing us though is that they both douchebags, so it really don't matter. But I still don't feel bad for Johnny Lawrence. Like, I really don't.
And I love the fact that Daniel grew up to be just
A douche.
asshole. Like he's
A douche. Like
like
ugh.
that's what hurt me. 'Cause I thought they were gonna switch it up, and I'm like, okay.
I don't
Oh,
know what y'all see. I don't see him as a douchebag. I
Oh
feel
my
like
God. I just want
I
to punch him
don't.
in the face.
I don't see
Yeah.
anything wrong with what he's doing or who he's become. Like, I feel like he's become a businessman. He's worked hard, all that kind of stuff. I don't see anything wrong with him. I don't.
Most
But it's
I think
like,
he might,
okay,
he might be
but
he might be a little self-righteous. I'll give him that.
Yes.
Right? He's a little self-righteous. But other than that, I don't see I don't see anything he's done where I'm like, yo, why would he defends everybody, himself, and I feel like he still has trauma because of Cobra Kai, and it shows. They both do actually. So
But he was part of Cobra Kai. So I don't know. I just don't like him.
Daniel wasn't. I ain't got no problem with Daniel.
No, Daniel was part of Cobra Kai in the beginning. In like the beginning of him doing stuff, he was part of Cobra Kai.
He went to like one class, got his ass kicked, and left.
Yeah.
I don't think I wouldn't call that being a part. I wouldn't call that being a part. I feel like that's
He actually said it in one of the episodes. He was like, I was part of Cobra Kai. That's the only reason why I said it, but it's like still it's like he acted. I don't know. I just don't like him. Like they're both
they
both
got their moments for sure.
Yes.
Fucking
But the
hungry.
show-
You are
but the
tearing these
show-
breadsticks a fucking.
But the show be trying to know like you should feel so much sympathy for Johnny Lawrence, and I really don't. I'm just
Lou
like,
said she didn't eat. You got to be way more considerate.
I'm just like, okay.
Right. I'm starving over
That
here.
is mean, man. You know the
Starving.
It's go cut out the video.
So that's all it takes. Good to know.
Wow. He's like, Kyle's like, so that's all it takes. Then I'm just gonna write it down.
No, I didn't do that.
You did. It's fine though.
I didn't. It's
Go ahead, Lou.
Okay.
Lucia.
I said Star Wars Rebels, right? Okay.
Yep.
So Stranger Things.
After the second season, I fell off.
I've seen them.
I love Stranger Things.
One day.
Love it.
It's good.
It's amazing.
That's well made TV.
That's
the
a
fact that
good
I just
ass
like
show.
watching the kids go on from Stranger Things. Like, damn, they've come a long way. Like these
I
niggas.
can't like
show they're good too.
I have a hard time like watching people grow. Like
That's the mother.
like
of
I'd be
two.
like Millie Bobby Brown can be 21 and I'm gonna be like, no, 11, don't do that sex scene in this movie. Like, no.
I feel like that's the Dakota.
That
That's the
is
Dakota
gonna be
Fanning
weird.
effect. That's the Dakota.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I can't. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's weird now, like not naked, but it's like weird looking at her like in adult shows and just be like, all right, Dakota. Like, all right, shut your ass
She
up.
grew
I
into
know
her
what I said.
eyes. I'm glad.
I am too.
She grew into her big
Yeah,
ass
man,
head
that
too.
is-
Yeah, because bruh.
I mean, I've never
Bruh.
seen Stranger Things, but I'll just watch Super 8 if I want to see Stranger Things.
No, it's so different. It's so different.
I know it is. I know. It's a serious.
I'm pretty sure
Like, Stranger
you
Things is
being
good.
high, you saw some Stranger Things.
Continue, Lou.
So the next one,
That's all right. That's all right.
the Goldbergs.
All right, that's not bad.
But was that from the 2010s? I didn't even look that one
Wow.
up. I just put it on there because
It
I was like, I
is.
love that
It
show.
is.
And that's a horrible show. I hate
Okay,
that show.
so do you remember when the Goldbergs first started? There was
No.
there was the Goldbergs. Well, no, listen. There was the show The Goldbergs, and then there was another show called Surviving Jack.
Yep.
And that was what's his name?
The one with the guy in the wheelchair? Is that the
No.
one you're talking about?
No.
No, not that one. Well, you talking about Mac,
What is his name?
with Cedric Yarborough?
Hold on, no.
Christopher Maloney.
Christopher Maloney. He was the father, and it was basically like the Goldbergs, but instead of it being like silly like the Goldbergs is, it was silly, but it was more deadpan humor, and it was so fucking funny. And they only had like 3 or 4 episodes, and then they cut it, but the Goldbergs went on, so I kind of stuck with the Goldbergs. But I enjoy the Goldbergs. It's my nighttime. I'm hot and I need to go to sleep, and this is what I'm gonna watch to go to sleep show.
So
I
it's
hate that
trash.
show
and
because
you
it
just need
plays into
something to go
every
see.
sitcom stereotype.
It does, but it's
the
fun.
shrew mother, the geeky nerdy brother, the
jock brother.
The high-strung sister, yeah.
You know, and the thing I don't like about it, I grew up through half of the 80s, and even the 80s weren't this 80s. Like every episode is about something huge in the 80s. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, there was time in between Magnum PI, Ghostbusters, and fucking
Star Wars,
Moon Rocks and shit. Like shit was spaced out. Every episode is the biggest thing. What's his name? Loves Magnum PI one episode. He's a Ghostbuster, and I'm like, dude, calm the hell down.
Well, see, I think the reason why they do that is because like it's one of those shows where you're probably not going to watch every show, so when you pick it up, you're going to be reminded of the nostalgia of the 80s. I think that's what it's kind of like, because it's not really a show where it's like I'm going to watch every single episode. Now I've seen all the episodes, but that's because I just watch it on Hulu every night. But it's not.
I like Schooled. I think that one was good, even though that was in the 90s.
Wasn't that
what's his name's girlfriend?
Who? What?
Yeah.
What show?
Schooled. That's with Barry's girlfriend, the blonde.
Yeah, she
goes
comes back.
Yeah.
She jumped ahead like 10 years into the 90s, and she's like a teacher now.
Yeah.
That one to me was funnier than the Goldbergs, because the Goldbergs was just 80s. You remember this reference?
Yeah.
Like even Stranger Things is not that 80s.
That's true. It's fun. It's fun for me, so I just put that.
I like
the
father. The father's fun. He's also funny on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The father's hilarious. Like, he's my spirit animal. Like, when he comes in the house and he takes off his pants at the door, like, that is the funniest shit ever.
But who hasn't done that in real life, though? That's the thing.
I don't take my pants off at the door.
It's different when you have a family.
It is a lot different.
It's a lot different when you have a family.
My child might take his pants off at the door, but I mean, that's different, I think.
Usually I have
okay.
to, because depending on what I did at work, so that's different though.
Oh my God.
No, it's different.
Okay, so I love Christopher Maloney. So my next one is Happy.
You better. Yes, that's a good film. I mean, TV.
Yes, it is.
What was Happy? What was Happy?
It's a show where he's like a mental patient, sort of, but he's also a killer.
Is that the one where it was the fucking unicorn?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like,
His daughter's imaginary friend.
He's honestly his character on Harley Quinn, but in real life, but like in a TV show setting, he's like a disgraced police officer who like happens to have his daughter's imaginary unicorn, but he can talk to it and it follows him around and all that kind of stuff. So
shout out.
And I love the fact that
Mama
Gordon on Harley Quinn, and I didn't realize that at first. And when I found that out, it just hits so much better.
Oh my God, it makes so much sense. And he's getting a spinoff from.
He is getting a spinoff, and I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I feel like
who's getting a spinoff?
Christopher Maloney.
Stabler, he's coming back.
Really?
Yep.
He's getting a spinoff.
It's gonna be like what was it, like not Vice, but not Narcotics. One of those other like the bureau he went into when he left. He's now the head of that bureau, and he's coming back to New York.
But I want to know how they're going to do it, because he left. It's such the way he left, but like killing that kid was such a crazy ending for his character.
He's come back on the show like recently in the last year or so. So whatever happened with that, I guess they cleaned that up. So I didn't watch it, but I didn't watch that, but I know it was like, because I watched like the Chicago shows. The day it was like, and they're all in the same family because of Dick Wolf. They were saying like he was supposed to be, shout out to Mumford. You wouldn't know nothing about that, Tez. So yeah, Bradford. No, but seriously.
So I went to King, bitch.
Ooh, he had to take a test.
Oh,
He had to take a test to get into his school.
Oh yeah. Oh, King. Still not scared. No, but just saying that. But yeah, he had came back on. I think either last year or the year before. I can't remember what all this COVID shit. Everything blends in.
I'll watch anything he's on. Anything.
Did you watch him on True Bloods?
I did not. I never watched True Blood.
He was in True Blood?
Yeah, he was on True Blood.
Yeah, he was on True Blood.
He was on there like when everything got really weird.
Yeah, he was, and he was weird. So it all makes
Yeah,
sense.
he was weird. So yeah.
When it got really weird, it wasn't weird before.
No, it got like when he was on there, shit got really.
Yeah,
really
when he got on there, it was like
you mean like the sun god and all that kind of bullshit they kept doing.
It was like it's time for this to end when he was on there. He was like, it's time for the wrap this. Let's wrap this up.
Because like all the regents was like working together and all this shit like that.
That super old ass vampire that started speaking Latin and shit.
Yeah, it was like it was weird.
My friend wants me to watch that, but
he never came back on SVU. They didn't clean that up. He retired at the end of season 12 and like the season 13 premiere. He never came back.
I could have sworn, but maybe COVID stopped the episode from coming out. But
Probably.
I could have sworn he was supposed to come out. That's why I said it. It's like because all the shows just stopped, so I could have sworn he was supposed to be coming back.
I don't think he came back. I'm trying to figure out for myself. I'm like, did he come back? And I ain't know, but he never came back. At the end of the season 13 premiere, because he left at the end of season 12. Season 13, they released that. They said that he retired instead of taking the deal and copping to like the fault. He just retired. So I want to know how they're going to spin that.
How do you let
for Law and
retire
Order? It's called
murder?
Law and Order Organized Crime. That's what it's called. So.
Organized crime. That's what it was.
I'll watch it.
Facts.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll send it to you. They have like a teaser trailer.
I wish.
Please send that to me.
It's good.
I wish my grandmother was still alive because she stopped watching SVU when he left. She was like, Stabler not coming back. She started going back and rewatching old episodes because she was like, if he ain't in it,
I'm telling you, like Stabler and Benson together were so good.
That was the most dynamic.
To me, he's the Law and Order version of Hotch from Criminal Minds. When Hotch left Criminal Minds, like Thomas Gibson left Criminal Minds, like he had to leave. The show was still good. Don't get me wrong, but it took a dip when he left. It took a huge dip when he left. So, but go ahead, Lou, continue.
Okay, so I have two more, right? Disjointed is one of my other ones. That is Kathy Bates. Mm-hmm. As a pothead.
Oh yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It is
no wonder you two like this show.
That is a good.
I was wondering.
I would love that show.
When she said it, I'm like, why is that? I remember Kathy Bates and weed. I'm like, I remember my mom show.
I mean, okay, look, let's like my two favorite things.
My spirit animal. Come on now.
It's my two favorite things put together in one show, and I'm just like, this is amazing. So
weed and makeup,
but they didn't. No, Kathy Bates and we. So anyway, but they didn't like finish it, which kind of sucks because I thought it was a great show.
Canceled early, huh?
I do. That's why. But honestly, that's why I don't pick up shows often. I don't pick up shows that often because everything gets canceled. Like everything I like gets canceled. So
I was just talking about earlier. I'm like, I've gotten out of TV in the last like 2-3 years because a lot of the shows I honestly invest in that are honestly good shows, not just being a fan, they get canceled. Like I've said it before on the show. Zero will know the show I'm going to say. Timeless was such a good fucking show.
Lord have
mercy. They just killed it.
He talks about this shit every time he says
that show was so good. The fact that they canceled it.
No. We're not going into this. No.
Like if he was like a Jehovah's Witness, but you heard about Timeless today? You heard about Timeless?
Oh, just to add to the love affair of Stabler and Benson, she is the godmother of his child in real life. Just to add to the love, she is the godmother. She's so pretty. I understand her.
I love them in real life.
Her and her husband work together too, like which is pretty cool. Like he's a DA on the show or something like that. And she said she passed out the first time she met him. Like she was in shock when she first met him.
She's a legacy too.
So she passed out.
I don't think she really. I think it was like a figure of speech. Like I don't think it's.
Really I'm about to say what you passing out for, girl?
You feel me? But she is a legacy though.
Yeah, she's a legacy. Her mom, Jane Mansfield.
Yep, she's a legacy.
My last show is Game of Thrones, obviously.
Got through 2 seasons. Didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Couldn't get
You
through the
don't
first
really
episode.
you don't really know what's going on until about season 3 or 4. Like
That's
too much.
not
That's,
good, right?
That's too much. I can't.
no, it's not, because it's a
We're
lot
gonna
of
ignore that
storytelling.
statement.
It's storytelling. Like there's so much to the show, but that's why, like, if you go through the whole thing and then you get to the last season and you get past, episode 3, you're kind of like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to get through it one more time just so I can get this monkey off my back and people don't.
I'm cool.
Said I'm not in the Game of Thrones.
That
I
might
did
be
it with
fine.
Walking Dead.
It's fine.
People looked at me weird for The Walking Dead. I finally got into it at season 5. Fell in love with it for 2 seasons, and I got out and getting into season 7. I'm like, I'm good.
Cool.
So I'm gonna get into it one day.
Nah, it's a good
asleep
show. Like, okay,
every
so
time.
I didn't start watching it until I got pregnant, so till I moved here. And it was like season 5 and season 6 was about to start. I think that's when I came into it. But when I watched the first like 3 or 4 episodes, I was like, oh my God, this is so boring and forever taking. And then when I finally finished season 1, I finished season 2, I got more into it after season 2, then season 3 and 4, and those were perfect.
But my question is, how did you?
seasons.
But my question is, how did you even push through? Because I can't get through the first episode.
Because
The first episode, I'll admit the first episode's good. It's a good pilot.
So
when
they
you-
just
when you watch
introduced
it-
so many characters, man. It's like
So to me, the first season is definitely world building, and it takes a
Yes.
minute to get through. It's a
Yes.
very tough stake. Once you get to that last episode of the first season, shit just goes and
Yep.
hits the
What
whole
about
fan.
that? What about that first 45 of season 1, episode 1? Because I
the
can't.
thing
take
is,
it.
No,
you
that
need
was
to- the
fine.
last-
So the first
the
episode-
pilot's good. Like
It
you
was
should
the
get to
first
the end of the
episode.
pilot. It's a good ending.
I'm telling you, I've tried 2 times to make it through this
So-
pilot.
Well, maybe you just basic. You just can't get through it.
Well, you would
Mhm.
know, wouldn't you? So okay.
Yeah, base.
But I got through it, and I finished the whole thing.
But
The
you would
first
know about
episode-
basicness. It's fine.
The first episode was very long for me as well. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, I'm not paying attention. And then the way that it was described to me when I was, before I even seen it, was everything I didn't want to see. They were like, it's like swords and fighting and zombies. And I was like, oh, so okay, I won't watch it then. So I was
You know
not
what?
paying. I wasn't
might be
paying
why it
attention.
doesn't. That might be
It's
why it doesn't go to
everything-
me, because everybody says it's the greatest show. If it takes this long for me to even get into it, how is it that good?
It
No,
has
it's an
everything I love
excellent
though.
show. It's
It
so
has
good.
it's like fantasy, it got sword play, it got like it got
Sorry.
interesting
You are.
characters. It got dragons.
Actually,
I
it
just
did
can't-
have some
I
of
just
that
can't-
too.
I just can't
Lie.
get through it. Oh yeah, I just can't get
I'm
through
telling you, La, if you watch it, you're gonna love it. Like it's
I'ma
such
try.
a good show.
Listen,
It's such a good show.
I'm really gonna try. I'm really gonna try.
Get past the first episode. The first episode, but you'll go back after you watch it, especially after you get past like season 6. You're gonna go back to that first episode. You're gonna rewatch it because it's that like there's so much information in that first episode. You're gonna rewatch it and you're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe that I was like not wanting to watch this on the first episode because it's so many callbacks to things. Like the first episode is so important to the story.
I'll be honest, right? I watched the first episode 3 fucking times before I watched through the rest of the stuff. I couldn't do it. It was that shit.
I had to watch it twice.
But once I got past that point and I kept going on,
Mm-hmm.
it got better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna
You-
try.
You just
try.
you just gotta truck through the first episode.
It was
Mhm.
hard. Ha-ha,
Honestly,
pun intended.
don't even care what's going on in the first episode. Just watch it and get
Just
I
watch it.
don't. All I remember every time I like fall into a coma, it's snow in a wolf, and I go to sleep. It's done. It's
That's the thing. I'll agree. It's
Just
a
go to
good
the next
pilot.
episode.
It's a
Just go
good
to the next
pilot,
episode.
But the rest of it,
So-
it's just like it feels like the second season of The Walking Dead for a while was the worst season because they were just doing a bunch of fucking talking. In the rest of season 1 and the first like third of season 2, it's a lot of talking, a lot of languages that have to be subtitled, and it's just a lot.
I'll try.
Legitimately, in all honesty,
I'll try.
You can skip the whole first season and go straight to 2.
OCD wise, I can't do that.
I'm just saying this. When they start the first episode of the second season, they recap the major points of the first season, and then it just shit hits the fan from there.
But you can't though.
No,
you can't skip it. There's way too many details.
I mean, I wouldn't skip it, but if you want to, it wouldn't be bad.
I just wouldn't rewatch the first episode.
My OCD can't do it. My OCD wouldn't allow me.
You don't want to. It's so many
Yeah.
details. There's so many small details in the show that you don't get until the end of the show in the first episode. Like there's so much to this show. It's sort of like Harry Potter. Like it's sort of like there's so much that happens in the first movie, and there's so many callbacks and like things where you're like, oh, I didn't even think of that. I remember when that happened in the first one. So many of those.
I'll lay on my own sword right here. Shut up, Tessa. I will actually take Game of Thrones as my show to watch. Like we're watching something that I'll take that because I've been trying to get into it. I've had people like, dude, you have to watch so we can talk. Like,
but it's a difference between watching a movie and watching a show. It's gonna take you longer to watch a show than it is for Tess to watch Mean Girls.
It is.
So I mean, don't be a dick. I'm just saying though, like, for you to take a TV show as your pick, it don't equate to like a movie. That's all I'm saying.
We could do a TV show and a movie.
There we go. I'll take Game of Thrones.
Do you want to? Like, I don't mind. I got a lot of TV shows.
Your audio.
Everybody says it's this good by people whose opinions I trust. I'm like, all right.
I don't know how much.
I'll take your opinion. You say it's good. I will. I'll trust you. It's.
You don't strike me as somebody that has not seen Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones is so up your alley.
I don't know if that's I don't know how to take that. I'll try it. I'll try it one more time. I've tried twice. I've gotten through the second season twice, and it just makes me fall off.
You gotta keep going. It gets so good after the second season. Like the first season for sure is world building. The second season is more like, okay, this is how this started. This is why this is happening, and then the rest of it's just everything happening.
I'll say this: it's been a full-time job for a show I've only seen the first 2 seasons of to avoid spoiler. I know, I don't know what it's like season 4 or 5 when everybody thought something happened and everybody spoiled it. I know that part, but for the most part, I've avoided spoilers for years on that show because I'm like, I want to get into it, but all right, fuck it. I will try to get this monkey off my back. After that, I guess I just gotta watch Harry Potter. Get that off my back.
Okay, so I'm done. That's my list.
So that is the after show. We went a little long for this after show, but we covered some good ground.
I mean, they all long. I don't think we got a short.
You did not have to say anything. You could just let me have that and just. But
I wouldn't be me. So we'll continue.
So this is the after show. I hope you all enjoyed this level of abuse I go through a weekly.
You weren't abused that much this week. It wasn't like you picked the movie in the 80s for a 90s list. So I mean, we didn't abuse you that much. That's your Medea. That's gonna be yours. If we get on him now for Medea, that's yours. Everybody's got one, so that's yours.
I'm gonna have a glorious.
We'll find mine.
Looks like I have plenty.
So that was the after show. We hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Peace, much love.
Bye.